How does one prepare for the priesthood in the modern world? What can studying in Rome teach you that no other place can? For the next few weeks, we'll be spending some time with seminarians from the Pontifical North American College in Rome as they bring us into their world.
My name is Chukwuma Odigwe. I'm from the Archdiocese of Washington. Before seminary, I had studied engineering at University of Maryland. And afterwards, I spent a year working as an engineer. I never really thought of seminary as something that would be part of my life. The priesthood was something that I was thinking of, but it wasn't something that was on the forefront of my life until I had an encounter in college that really helped me to really see that God might be calling me to the priesthood. I go to the Gregorian University, so that's about a 30-minute walk into the city. We come here to take our classes in theology, but after, we often go to our apostolates. So we've been serving at the Centro Astalli Center for Refugees, and it's been such a blessing because the people we encounter there have great suffering, but they often show great joy. We've been able to serve meals for them, and in preparing those meals, the act is so simple, but many times we're reminded of how much a difference serving that meal can make in that refugee's life. They have a place for the refugees to eat, multiple meals each day. I serve during the lunch hour. These people, they come from so many different experiences, and I imagine many of them have been very traumatizing. But we know that they come from many different countries, many from countries all over Africa, some from Latin America. I think we met one, at least from Ukraine, and they all have various wounds. You know that they're far from home, and they come to this place seeking some sort of accompaniment. And so when they arrive at that center, what they really need is just someone to really accept them and to give them the meal that they need to keep going. There was one visitor who came, and it seemed like he was having a very rough day. And he received his meal, and he wasn't exactly ready to leave the center. And he was going back and forth for at least close to an hour. At some point, he walked past me as I was preparing a tray to get to somebody. And I just smiled and said, "Hi, how are you doing?" And in that moment, he seemed to just feel very comfortable with speaking with me about all the things that are going on in his life. He spoke about how since coming here, it's been very rough for him, how he's, in that particular moment, he's struggling with being on the streets, explaining how in the midst of all this, he wants to be closer to God, but it's just very hard for him in these circumstances. It's very important for us to remember that God is always with us in all of our scenarios and all of our sufferings in life. And that while we can be in different places, you know, at a new job, or we can be at a new high school, we could be in Rome in a seminary that's far from home, we always know that God is with us. And because we have God with us, because we have a Father always with us, there's always someone who knows us. I'm always surprised that many of them are so joyful. They're so happy that we're there. I remember one time I was with a fellow seminarian volunteer, and one of the visitors came in, and he just looked at the person I was with, and he said, "You are number one." And we were just surprised. We were like, "We should be saying that to you." It's just a sign that there's often a great joy in the center. So it's always a blessing to be there in that moment, to bring Christ into these moments these people are having that can be very difficult. And I think one great takeaway is just the power that we have as priests to really impact people going through suffering. And that's something that I hope to take with me going forward.